Hello, welcome back to our channel. Let's jump straight into today's incredible story. Today we're covering episode 11 of Heart of a Phoenix, focusing on Ariana Grace, the child genius. Picture this, you've got a campfire, a bunch of young nobles kicking back, eating roasted elk, and just heavily gossiping. It's one of those brutal, incredibly awkward dinner table situations that'll honestly make you laugh out loud. Have you ever had that happen, where people are talking about you right in front of you, but they have no idea you're there? Well, that is exactly what our girl Ariana is dealing with right now.
So here is the biggest twist of the whole scene. Giselle is openly mocking the good-for-nothing Ariana Grace. But the heavy dramatic irony here? Ariana is actually sitting right next to her. She's completely disguised as an ordinary peasant girl named Anna, just quietly gnawing on an elk bone, practically chanting in her head, "I didn't hear anything, I can't hear anything." On one side, these people are ruthlessly dissecting her tragic downfall, and on the other, she is forced to sit there like a total nobody and listen to it all. It is literally a masterclass in awkwardness.
And then, of course, the topic shifts to beauty. Giselle, who loves calling herself the sacred lady of the celestial palace, starts fishing for compliments. She's completely convinced that the gossipy Jake is going to tell her that she's way prettier than Ariana ever was. But Jake? Oh man, Jake delivers an absolutely legendary reality check. He straight up tells her that compared to Ariana's past looks, Giselle has a long way to go to even qualify to be her maid. I mean, the whole group is just sitting there, and it is an absolute public roast. Now, what happens when a total narcissist gets publicly insulted? Giselle just explodes. Her eyes go red, her lips are trembling, but instead of taking it out on Jake, she unfairly redirects all of her venom at the disguised Ariana. She literally snaps, "I'm still 10,000 times better looking than you hag." And poor Ariana is just sitting there thinking, wait, what did I do? I'm literally just eating my dinner here. But then, out of nowhere, Jake actually starts defending Anna, saying she's kind and pure of heart.
Yeah, Jake is sitting there defending Anna, calling her kind and pure. Meanwhile, Ariana is internally absolutely panicking and finding it hilarious at the same time. Pure of heart? Kind? The reality is that she is totally a wolf in sheep's clothing. She is secretly just waiting for the very first opportunity to rob them of their highly prized immortal spirit fruit. The irony, right? The one person they should be terrified of is the exact same thief they're sitting around protecting. You can imagine how funny and tense this scene is with her disguise working so perfectly.
So the dinner table gossip rolls on, and Jake starts telling these legendary stories about the Sphinx Academy. He notes that little Ariana wasn't just smart, she was an absolute prodigy. She actually reached level 4 as a spiritual master when she was just 4 years old. To put that into perspective, there are 9 levels total, and most adults spend their entire lives stuck at the bottom tiers. She cleared level 4 before she could probably even tie her shoes. That's exactly why her eventual downfall became such a massive scandal for the entire realm. But you know, behind all of this juicy gossip is a deeply tragic backstory, which Ariana is quietly reflecting on right now. See, Ariana is actually a transmigrator from the 21st century. When she was 3, she accidentally triggered the dragon and phoenix spirit ring and met her incredible master. By 4, she was a certified genius. But then, at age 8, tragedy struck. Madeline cruelly stole her true phoenix blood, leaving her completely powerless. And now, at 18 years old, she's been banished to Shepherd's Village, having lost absolutely everything. But how did she achieve so much before she was even 8? Well, her beautiful master put her through an absolutely insane, relentless daily schedule. We're talking inscriptions, spiritual formation, carving, painting, music, arcane medicine, alchemy, the whole shebang. The poor girl was forced to wake up before the birds even started chirping and wouldn't get to sleep until well after the pigs. It was a grueling regime that she endured for 5 years, and she honestly only survived it because of her sheer endurance and the powers of that dragon and phoenix ring. And this brings us to a hilarious disconnect between the rumor mill and reality. Jake brings up this boy named Pete, who apparently challenged Ariana to a sword fight every single Friday just to impress her. The gossip says Ariana was a haughty snob who ignored him with a cold, deadpan face. The actual truth? Ariana was not a snob at all. She was just a chronically exhausted 8-year-old desperately trying to survive her impossible classes. She literally did not have the mental bandwidth to notice a teenage boy's crush. She was running on fumes. Now this is where the tension at the dinner table hits its absolute peak. Jake, being the ultimate gossip monger that he is, pivots the conversation and drops an absolute bombshell. Too bad Ariana didn't like you, Pete. She was actually in love with Warwick.
Why is this such a big deal? Because the cold, emotionless, and totally inscrutable Prince Warwick is physically sitting right there at the dinner table, and the disguised Arianna is sitting directly across from him. The awkwardness meter is completely off the charts right now. The exact second Jake claims that an 8-year-old Arianna was completely swept off her feet by Warwick, the disguised Arianna violently chokes on her tea. It is pure chaotic comedy. She's spluttering, her eyes are watering, and everyone is just staring at her, including Prince Warwick, who is giving her this incredibly heavy, unreadable gaze. Arianna is internally screaming, "What the heck? I was 8 years old. What do kids even know about love at that age? This is pure slander." Her cheeks are just absolutely burning with embarrassment. And the mortification doesn't end there. To make matters even worse, Jake very calmly pulls out his silk handkerchief, leans over, and starts wiping the spilled tea off Anna's face. And as he's doing it, he actually scolds her. He's like, "I'm talking about Ariana Grace, not you, Anna. Why are you being so fidgety?" Arianna is using every ounce of her willpower to not scream out loud, "I am Ariana Grace!" But of course, terrified of blowing her cover, she can't say a word and just continues to burn under Warwick's intense gaze.
Finally, Jake reveals the root cause of this massive rumor, the Eternity Stone misunderstanding. He confidently explains that once, an exhausted 8-year-old Arianna threw an Eternity Stone at Prince Warwick and ran away, which they all mistook for a shy declaration of true love. Arianna secretly peeks over at Warwick and realizes there's a softness in his eyes. He genuinely believed that a tired kid chucking a magical rock at him was a romantic gesture. Oh my goodness, will she ever be able to tell him the truth? If you liked the story, please like and share it, and subscribe to the channel to watch future episodes. Thanks for watching.